Okay, here we go. What
Hello, everyone.
What's up? You know what time it
Hello.
is? It's Famous Friday. It's Famous
Famous
Friday.
Friday. Yes. Maria Hadden, you will be famous. After
Yes.
that start, you pulled that city council. Oh yeah, you're gonna be famous. We we had to make you famous this Friday.
Yeah, because you know what? I wasn't even thinking about you yet.
Right. That the little
But I
stunt.
always knew you. I knew you was weird. You know what I'm saying? I got my personal story with you too, because I know you weird. I know you don't do nothing.
Right. But
No,
that little
but yeah, I didn't.
yeah, that stunt she pulled, we had to do it. We had to bring her in front of the choir. And what as I say, in front of the congregation. We had to
Squatter
bring.
had it.
You're right.
Squatter had it. What's up, Mr.
Hey
D?
everyone.
What's up, Ghost on the Shore? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad that I was not there.
If you was there though, it would have been real crazy. Like for real. You would have went off.
I was there last year during Pride Month, and they kicked me out.
That's why. See, that's why I said you would have been
Yeah,
kicked out.
like and he did. Brandon Johnson, bitch ass did. He's like, please yes, get that row out, get that row right there. I'm like, yeah, y'all doing 90,000 gay resolutions.
Oh, they did.
Y'all
They
are
did.
so proud to say y'all were the first gay this, the first gay that. Well, when is y'all gonna help me be because I'm gonna be the first gay that took down this motherfucker city. Okay? Cause y'all going to prison.
Ah,
God, yo, the fuck?
yeah, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
this shit don't got shit to do with no sexual orientations. No, nigga. This is straight. Y'all have lost y'all mind. Y'all have not found your way. The Democratic Party has nothing.
I told you they can't go against. Remember, I keep pushing this. They cannot go against their policies or the party policies or agenda. The agenda now is illegal aliens and LGBTQ trans. That's the agenda, and they cannot go against it. And that's why you see all the Democrats everywhere. This is what they're. This is the hill they're dying on.
Like dying. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like dying. Like it's really embarrassing. Like when you think about it and when you see it, because it's like, damn,
Right.
like they got y'all so like brainwashed that y'all forgot about what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we are like how America like we're America. Like we are at like how are you not gonna take care of the home base?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
How you not gonna take care of the home base?
Yeah. And they have even Americans here going along with the program. Now you got Americans, and well, they getting taught to hate America where you live, where you at, where you gonna go. You can't go to Palestine if anything happened to America. I mean, who going back to Africa? You can't go back to Africa. You don't have a home there. I mean, come on. This
Yeah,
are
like
America.
how they keep saying stuff like, um, America ain't never been good for us. America, like I mean, I did like look how far we have evolved.
Right.
Like what are you talking about? Like honestly, what are you talking about? The reason why you feel like America has not been good to us is because you are not out here doing your part, because we're on borrowed time. So we got to
Right.
continue to pass this baton for generations and generations and generations and generations, even when we're gone from here. And when we're gone, we still have to make sure that we're taking care of our people that's here. So you're basically saying F your legacy, F
Mm-hmm.
what we've been through, F our history, because media and stuff keeps showing you all of the trauma amongst blacks, but nothing never great. Like we can't prevail anything.
Right.
And
Right.
to the point now that y'all taking like the sports now. Now y'all starting to mess with the sports.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And the thing is, we're okay. You want to read that?
Thank you already.
Thank you, Tyler. Tyler said what?
Maria Hadden windmills for Latinos, white progressives, and LGBTQ, and nothing for black people.
Yes. And that's your Democratic Party. And this is what we witnessed Wednesday. We witnessed the disrespect. We witnessed how we allowed the disrespect for so long until they feel like they can do it right in front of our faces, and we are too dumb to even see that it's disrespect. That's what we witness Wednesday, and it's everything that we have been trying to tell you all, or what we have been screaming from the rooftop. Hey, you all! Hey, wake up! We stupid. They feel like we dumb. They feel like we stupid. They playing with us right in front of our faces. They're lumping everybody else in with us. Look, but we allow it. So I can't get mad at nobody else, though, like we were saying, because we allowed this garbage. And it's gonna take.
You can't get mad.
Yep.
No. You can't. Like you can't. Like you had 20. You got 20 aldermen down there, 20 black aldermen and a black caucus. Did they say anything when she said that? Did any of those people?
No, they were clapping.
Clapping for that.
Clapping. Yup.
Hey, that's why we have to clap these niggas out of office. Okay? All right.
That's right.
Let's get into Maria Hadden.
Okay.
Maria Hadden. Make sure you know the situation.
Yes, Maria Hadden.
Maria Hadden. Let me make sure I love how I can now put my stuff up here.
Yes, I love it. I had to learn.
Let me get into.
I had to learn how to do that, you all, because I'm still using my phone to let y'all hear. I'm learning, you all. I'm learning.
Yeah, we're gonna help. I'm helping. It's one step at a time. When we get our studio, and we're able to really do what we need to do with the studio, then
Yeah.
But it's coming. It's coming. So we appreciate you guys that tune
Rocking
in
with us.
and you
Yes.
watch, giving us patience, because like I said, like we new to this. But we just want to put this.
We just trying to get y'all the information out, however way we can, and we working, what we have. That's it. We just trying to get the information to you guys.
Yes, because we know for sure the media is not going to do it. The mainstream media.
Yeah.
The fake news.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you give them $600 million, you gotta put them on your payroll. See, that's where the problem is. All right, change this. The more people are coming in, so this is just getting started.
Yes, Deborah says, not disrespect, but they actually have contempt for the citizens who are floating the whole bill. Exactly. It's disrespect. No, it's definitely you said not respect. She said not respect. Not respect, but they had contempt in its disrespect. Because we allow it. Because they don't look. Everybody else, the Hispanics are putting the bill, and the Jewish are putting the bill, but they don't disrespect them.
No.
Yeah,
They
and they
know who to mess with, and who, you know, they do it, but they, you know, it's us.
yeah, we allow it.
Yep. All righty. Let's get it. All right. Maria Hadden. Woo. All right. Maria Elaine Hadden is an American politician. She is an American politician and a community activist from Chicago. She is a member of the Chicago City Council, serving as an alderperson for the city's 49th ward. She won election to that office after defeating 28-year Joe Moore in the 2019 election. When I tell you about that 2019, y'all, the
Oh,
2019 election, something wrong.
they
That is
cheated.
when they did. That's when the Chicago Democratic corrupt machine did the progressive machine switch.
Mm-hmm.
So they turned off the moderate machine, the old machine, because that machine, at the end of the day, if he was dying out, you know, Ed Burke just got the charge.
Yeah.
They just voted in. It was either Tony Dwayne Prinkwinkle or alcoholic Lori Lightfoot, you know, and they went for Lori. You know, I met somebody who said it like they like, man, Lori my aunt, and she was like, I couldn't believe that they was picking my auntie. They like all she drink every day. She drink every day, drink all day. That's what the girl told. She like, I couldn't believe that my auntie had won.
Yeah, see?
But the reason why, it was the same situation as with Brandon Johnson in the Paul Vallis situation. A lot of people did not, even though niggas could have just, at this point, you know, because I met Paul. We met Paul. You know what I'm saying? We could have took our chances with Paul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
At
yeah,
this point,
yeah.
like, if I would have, because that was probably like, that election probably was like Kamala Harris and Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like it probably, yeah, Vallis was the best person to pick. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because what you got now,
It was worse than Lori.
this person worse than, I mean, I don't know what this is. I
Yeah.
don't know what this is. But anyway, 2019 is the year that people need to, like, that needs to be in the history books. Like how these niggas, these progressive pieces of shit, came in the name of LGBTQ, in the name of progressive this, in the name of fair wages. This was
Mm-hmm.
this shit, the fair wage shit done fucked shit up. If I hear another fair wage.
Right.
But anyway, 20-year Joe Moore in 2019 election and was re-elected in 2023. Oh my God, y'all re-elected her. But I don't know. We don't know if she got because the
Yeah.
machine.
The machine we have to get rid of those voting machines.
It's machine. Matter of fact, when my group run for office, I'm asking for all new, brand new machines. Throw them motherfuckers out. I want
Or
brand
just,
new ones.
but they still.
Now I want brand new ones, and I'm bringing my people. No, because that's an issue too. See, we need to bring our own Republicans, conservatives. They need to have their own people in there watching, like
Yeah.
they're paying these senile senior citizens down on the South Side, telling people, "Now, baby, now you know what you do now. All blue,
Yeah.
calm down now. All blue now. All
Yeah.
blue. Remember Obama? Obama was blue.
Yeah.
Obama was blue. Obama's still here. You see, Obama back now, y'all. Obama back. You know what I'm saying? They starting that shit now. Obama, get the fuck on.
Yeah, you gone.
Yeah.
Deborah said she meant no respect. Deborah said I meant no respect. Love you ladies so much. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Deborah.
Okay, Deborah. Yeah. So yeah, we understand. We know Deborah.
Like Tyler said, it's right here. Let her parent LGBT cry with Jewish folks. Deborah Silverstein would not stand there. What she would not. At the end of the day, I don't really fuck with her. I don't fuck with Deborah. But Deborah, by far, is the best alderman down there. By far is the best alderman. Like, if I lived in her ward, I would be okay. I wouldn't be mad if she was my alderman. Now, I don't fuck with her because I feel like she's racist. However, she's a good alderman.
For
And
her
that
people, for her
for her
constituents.
people. For her
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
she's gonna get what she needs to be, get done. Them police, if it let it be, man, all that stuff that was happening in that war, that hate crime shit, that Palestinian stuff, they was going down there doing all that stuff. She got them police there so quick, she was able to snatch up them people like that. That is an alderman that you
yeah.
want in your
To represent you, because she
represent
represents.
you. So yeah, why would I? Hell no. She's I don't never say nothing negative about her when it comes to that.
Right.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like I wouldn't even touch her. You understand what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even come after her because she's good at her job. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make any sense for me to be like, oh yeah, Deborah Silverstein. Nah, I said no one has like and they come down there for her.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I'm just gonna say this about Deborah Silverstein, then we're gonna go on. Deborah Silverstein there's only one Jewish alderwoman down there, all person down there. One. Anytime she needs something in her ward, she's going to make sure that chamber is filled with her people.
Yeah.
One person. Like Dick Gregory say, if we would be more like the Jews.
Yeah.
So anyway, she is the 49th ward includes most of Rogers Park and portions of West Ridge. She is a member of the Progressive Caucus.
Mm-hmm.
The Do Nothing Black Caucus.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
The LGBT Caucus.
The LGBT caucus, they making all type of caucus.
All type of caucus. Where is my money caucus?
Caucus, right? Where's where's our money caucus? That's what we need to. That's what we need to. You know what? Let's go down there.
We are the where is our money caucus.
We need a where is our money caucus.
Where is
That's
our
what we
money?
need. Right. Since y'all just making up caucuses.
I know she ain't no. This got to be. When does Aquarius start? It better not start January 20th. I think it's January 21st. It better be January 21st because she's born January 20th, bitch. But you do give Capricorn. You do give stinginess. You do give selfishness. So it's giving. It's giving Cappy. Now, her political party is no other than the Democratic Party. Democratic Party. All right. She's from Columbia, Ohio. And her spouse is Natalia Vera, Ohio State University and DePaul University.
Why do we have all these people? Why do we have all these people from other states and stuff?
Yeah, that's another issue too. That don't have because see, I'm from New York. But if I was to run for office in Chicago, I love Chicago. My mama from Chicago.
Right.
I know I live, you understand? Like I did a lot for Chicago.
Your mama born.
I even got into this.
Yeah. See, you from Chicago, your mama born and raised. See, that's history. I'm talking about when somebody live in, let's just say, Florida, and then they live there all their life, and they come here and then want to run an office in Chicago from, like that. No roots here, no nothing here.
Right. So, but this is how it happens. But I'm learning how that goes because I'm seeing how they are messing with our seniors with this Bring Chicago Chicago home thing, but that other ordinance that I went to, they get these students from these different that's coming from the colleges, like they're at University of Chicago, but they have no roots here, right?
Right.
So since they have no roots here, they're getting college credits. They're getting, you understand? They're getting college credits. They're getting stuff like that. So yeah, they'll work with you for a minute, you understand? But it's never what y'all are trying to get in these neighborhoods, y'all are never gonna get, because these kids ain't coming back. Once they graduate, they're done. You understand?
Right.
They're going up for a job. You're getting other people to come and do the same thing, right? Meanwhile, University of Chicago is making deals with the city of Chicago. The city of Chicago is making deals with the developers and taking their land, while they keep bringing them in these two different churches and having stupid people like Yancey and Jeanette Taylor and them talk about this house, and Brandon Johnson keep talking about this whole ordinance that ain't never going to pass about saving their properties.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's why they got it. These people they don't love the city of Chicago.
Right. Right.
They don't love the people of Chicago. They don't love the history of Chicago. They're just collecting checks instead of going back to their place. Go back to their place and take care of their shit.
Right.
If you from Columbus, nigga, go save Columbus.
Yeah, go for something in Columbus. You should know all the streets. You know all about Columbus. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Why you want to come here and mess up Chicago?
Look, so shout out from Logan Square. Hey, Kay.
Hey, Kay.
She said her property taxes doubled in 6 years.
See?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Logan Square. You see what I'm saying? Like, these people are pissed.
Yeah.
Hadden was born in Columbus, Ohio in 1981. She earned her bachelor's degree in international peace and conflict studies. Nigga, you are conflict. You are conflicted. Every time you come down there, you don't know if you're Hispanic, if you're black, if you're white, if you're LGBTQ, if you are a pickle.
Yeah, you're right.
Then she moved to Waukegan, Illinois, to begin a job with AmeriCorps. This is why. This is all downhill. Okay. She moved to Chicago in 2004. She later earned her master's degree in international public service management. Oh, so that's why she get up and say stupid shit every time. She thought she hit that one.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She hit it right onto a famous Friday.
She thought she cooked on that. She was like, hey, and look, and Lamar Robinson out there was like, hey, let her cook.
Yeah, let her cook.
Let her cook.
They was another one.
Yeah.
He's another one. Useless
that's right.
piece of gay turd.
Yeah.
Hadden was a founding board member of the Participatory Budgeting Project, where she worked for 2010 and 2018 to bring budgeting to cities in the Midwest and the South. That's why she always be talking about that budget. That's what he probably should have had her in. She probably been good as a person to do budgets because she's a Capricorn. So I tell you, they cheap as fuck. They got a selfish mindset. So she probably would have been, our budget probably would have been balanced like a motherfucker. Woo! Anyway, she later served as the executive director of the nonprofit Our City, Our Voice. She also served on the boards of directors of the nonprofit Vocal and of Black Youth Project 100. She has been an active member of Network 49, an independent political organization based in Rogers Park, and the United Working Families. United Working Families is a criminal organization too. They are just like CTU. Most of them are. Same people.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah. On January 2018, on her birthday, Hadden announced her campaign to run for alderman in the 49th Ward, which covers most of Rogers Park and portions of West Ridge. After the submission and processing of ballot petitions, Hadden and Joe Moore were the only candidates to make it on the ballot for the February 2019 election. Hadden's campaign emphasized development without displacement, even though they say she's displacing the seniors for the Vinnies.
Yeah.
She's been displacing the seniors for the Vinnies. The Vinnies are the Venezuelans, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The illegals. Okay. Funding local public schools and supporting a strong local economy as key issues in the race. She received several endorsements from progressive activist groups, labor unions, and local politicians such as Chuy Garcia and David Orr. So she probably just sold her soul to
Yeah,
Chuy.
yeah,
She sold
yeah.
her soul to Chuy, and Chuy got her in the game. He
That's
got
that.
her in the game. They probably got a brand. He probably branded her up here or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sent her. She probably holding mad keys at the crib, mad
Yeah,
fentanyl all on her body. All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. So she works.
yeah.
So she works for Chewy. That's what
Mm-hmm.
she works for. She answers to Chewy Garcia. All right, who we got over here? Somebody said, "Boo, my Alderwoman, she gotta go. I'm working on that one." Oh, there's another one. They
Yes.
said, "Okay."
Yeah, she gotta
You
go.
got two people that's watching this specifically because they can't stand this lady. Okay, it's
Yeah,
probably the first time they probably see this. All right, Maria, you got two people who were saying, "Boo."
yeah. Who say you garbage?
Yeah, that is in your
Yeah,
ward. All right, so she works for Chewy, y'all. Although both candidates self-identified as progressives,
yeah,
observers and media outlets generally characterize Hadden as challenging more from the left. Hadden won the election on February 26, 2019, with 63% of the vote. She won a majority of the vote in 32 out of 33 precincts.
mm.
How? I want to know how. They say he wasn't even that bad, dude. Before he was in there for 28 years.
They be cheap.
Man, call
They be
Joe
cheap.
Mora.
They be cheap.
Call Joe. Call Joe. Joe, email me right now so we can get you on so we can hear your side.
He gonna probably say they cheated.
Yeah.
Them things. Yep.
He said, who did?
I said he probably gonna say them. They cheated with those machines. You
Oh,
know.
yeah. I thought you said the Latin Kings.
Oh, no.
Oh, she won a majority of the vote. Okay, yes, okay. Hadden is the first. Here we go. She is the first queer woman of color.
Oh God.
Color. You know them Democratic words of color.
They love. Yeah. Yeah.
Of color.
Color.
To be
Yeah.
elected to the Chicago City Council.
So she's the first. What a color.
The first queer woman of color.
Well, that's what she was up there talking about. That's what she.
Color.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, color in Juneteenth is not. You shouldn't even be saying nothing. The first
Right.
woman of color.
Right.
Okay. To be elected to see. Okay. While Hadden is affiliated with the Democratic Party, she has said she would be an independent alderman.
No, she
For
not.
Chuy Garcia.
Yeah. Right. No, she not. No, if she don't vote independent, she vote
At all.
at all. She vote aligned with Brandon
She probably
Johnson.
the treasurer of the gang. Because I would have her as a treasurer. So she probably the treasurer of the drug move, the drugs
Yeah.
that they're bringing in. She
Yeah.
probably counted. She probably know where each of the how much money each of the shelter franchises is making. All
Right.
that
Right.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah. All right. After her election, Hadden said that in her first few months in office, she would pursue a full assessment of infrastructure and services in the ward and set up an advisory committee for community engagement. On April 10th, 2019, Hadden joined 6 other newly elected members of the city council in protesting against the approval of tax increment financing for Lincoln Yards and 78 real estate. Now, I'm gonna talk about this. Now, when it says the first queer woman of color, They say she was one of the 11 aldermen who voted against Mayor Lori Lightfoot's budget in 2021. 2020, alongside 8 other members of the Progressive Caucus. Public health. She sponsored a senior safety ordinance in collaboration with the Jane Addams Senior Caucus that was passed in July. The ordinance requires building managers and senior houses to conduct regular wellness checks on residents. She also was an early co-sponsor of legislation to ban single-use plastics and styrofoam in most restaurants. During the 2019 pandemic, Hadden coordinated with State Representative Kelly Cassidy and local community groups to create the Rogers Park Community Response Team. Its team's stated goal is to help Rogers Park residents stay informed and access resources needed amid the social distancing and shelter-in-place measures in place during the crisis. They have offered informational resources, set up a hotline for residents to request advice, volunteer, and train. In August 2021, she pushed for the Chicago district to install life rings at lakefront beaches and parks. Following a drowning death and ongoing efforts of neighborhood residents, the Park District installed life rings in Rogers Park on September 2021 and pledged to add additional devices along lakefront. 2019-2023, Hadden is a member of 8 standing committees in the City Council: Economic, Capital and Technology Development, Ethics and Government Oversight, Environmental Protection and Energy, Housing and Real Estate, Human Relations and Health, Special Events, Cultural Affairs and Recreation, Zoning, Landmarks, Building Standards, and Committee and Rules. In 2019, she joined the City Council's Progressive Caucus, Black Caucus, and LGBTQ Caucus, and pledged to join the Council's Women's Caucus. She served as a treasurer for the Progressive Caucus. Treasurer.
Yeah. You said, yeah. Yeah, you said. She the one who taking the money, collecting the money. Yeah.
She served as a treasurer for the Progressive Caucus in 2023-2027. Hadden serves as the co-chair of the Progressive Caucus. After winning,
there you go.
Yeah. Moved her up. Good times, gotta get it going. Good times. After winning her seat in the first round of the 2019 election, how much, Chewy? How much did you pay?
Yeah.
Hadden endorsed several candidates vying for city council seats, including Andre Vasquez, Jessica Gutierrez, Matt Martin, Robert Murphy, Rosanna Rodriguez Sanchez, Rafa Yanis, and Jeanette Taylor. She declined to make an endorsement in the 2019 mayor election, citing her goal of being an independent alderman, as well as strong support received by both runoff candidates in the 49th ward in the first round. In 2023 Chicago mayor election, Hadden endorsed Brendan Johnson.
They all in it together. Yep. And you go.
And her longtime partner and spouse is Natalia Vera. Vera was elected as a member of the local school council for Joyce Kilmer Elementary School in Roger Park. Okay, so they got all types of stuff. They got to say when it comes to the. They probably they got to stay when it comes to the school.
So her wife. That's her wife.
Let me see about the wife. Let me see if the wife is a bad.
So her wife is over there.
Huh?
Her wife is over there.
Well, they're just elected as a member of the local school council for Joyce Kilmer Elementary School in Rogers Park.
Okay.
So, yeah. So she is very, very progressive.
Very progressive.
Yeah, very progressive. And she is a fraud, big fraud.
Mm-hmm.
This is her. I don't know if this is her or not, but that big. Well, yeah, she made Windy City Times. Her and her wife.
And what they
Hold
make
on,
this?
let me get on. Let me
Oh, okay.
get. Hold on. Okay. Suavemente, desabe. Angie Martinez. What up, more real news?
Hey, more real. Oh yeah, more real news. Got
Shout
that
out to
footage.
more real news. More real news got what we needed.
Uh-huh. And what you say? Yeah, she got those migrants housing and shelters right off the lakefront. I can't see that. Oh, right off the lakefront.
Right off the lake front. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to do this real quick. So I'm trying to get this stuff.
I had my popcorn to be eaten, but it's all gone. I was trying to.
Man, you gonna need some more.
I said, "This corn, we gotta have some popcorn for this one."
Yeah, you gonna need some more.
Yeah, let's get the popcorn for this.
All right, did y'all see? Did it come up? No. Okay.
No, we still just see me and you.
Man, you. I just removed something to the stage and I need it back. All right, y'all. Excuse. I'm in Atlanta, so I'm getting this is new. I gotta get this
That's
stuff
all
together.
right. That's all right. Yeah, but more real news. He got that. Yeah, we was up in there, and my live had cut off. I don't know what. I got all that footage. Okay, here it go, and it cut off, and it won't come up. But yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So
So
more
shout
real
out to
news.
more real news being
Shout
here.
out, shout out to more real news, y'all. He
Yeah.
got that footage.
Because mainstream media wasn't gonna get it now.
Oh no, they wasn't gonna show that because
No.
the mainstream media was there. They didn't show it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they sure was there. So why they
They
didn't
didn't
show it?
show that, right?
Well, I ain't seen it.
Yeah, nobody didn't send it either.
Yeah.
All right. Newly elected Chicago, well, this was in 2019.
Mhm.
She wears her partner, Natalia Vera. They look like a weird ass couple. I ain't even gonna hold you. Hadden told Windy City that the ceremony took place on her 8th anniversary in a private ceremony. All right, and they were going to Spain. They were going where the real people was at. So yeah, this is her. Now they told me, a lot of people told me that she started 22 months. 22 months to start her campaign. Like her knowing that she was like she was gonna run for office, so
Uh-huh.
somebody talked to her.
Uh-huh.
Try to give her that. That's because that's supposed to be the new thing now, the new progressive thing. Like I started this way before. I was organizing way before I started doing politics.
Oh
That's
God.
that's their MO thing. That's what they.
Yeah, that's the MO. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they've been out here, they've been putting in the work and
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. Like you ain't done anything because if you did do something, it wouldn't be like how this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they start doing that. Yeah. They start doing like these mayors that's crashing out where these people who going to be running for mayor and all these Democratic ran cities that's crashing out, going to these ICE detentions, getting arrested for the optics. Yeah, because they wanted, look, They want to start campaigning. This they campaign.
This is their campaign.
They early campaign. They don't use that footage.
Maria had shelters in her ward for a short while, but those white progressives got those shelters out of there.
But you see how them white progressives, they push
and
that
they probably
for us.
wasn't progressives. They probably was just moderate Democrats that been chilling. You understand? Over there. And they seen that bullshit because if they were progressive, they would still stay over there.
Yeah, but see, even them white liberals, they don't want that where they at, but they want to push that. They want to come out and march and stuff to keep them in our community or keep them here. But it's going to be in our community.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I got this email. I got a few emails. I'm going to read the emails.
Okay.
It was good morning. It was brought to my attention that you are doing a YouTube video tonight on your Famous Friday channel on Alderman Maria Hadden. I got them too. I got what do they call it? Articles, news articles. Says currently there are 3 articles where 2 others have spoken out against the alder. As you stated, the threat inside the 49th Ward, Maria Hadden, is not a champion for the people. She's a corrupt politician hiding behind identity politics.
Yes. Yep.
Woo! Bars!
That's all the Democrat got. That's all the Democratic Party has. Identity politics.
Yeah, more real news. He can get on too. Cause he got stories about her too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop you the link. Forgot. Yeah, he was in a ward.
Yeah, so he knows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got that's oh my god, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
And it was yeah, man. Yeah, I forgot about that. I sent it to you. All right, more real news. It's sent to you probably like about a half an hour though. Where was I at? All right. Maria is allowed to hide behind her dirty identity politics because her supporters support this. They are the group that preaches about the virtues of peace, love, and acceptance, inclusiveness, when in reality, they are the most hateful and decisive people around, which Maria encourages. Most recently on the Facebook group, Rogers Park News, was the creator of the page, hailed as the most comprehensive and inclusive page in town. One of those interviews was Chicago City Wire and then banned me from the group. And when someone came to my defense, Ari banned that person too. So the people are Bill Morton, so a bully, and Ari Paloma. So they run this group for Rogers Park, but you can't talk about anything that has to do with her because they'll ban you.
You can't tell the truth. You can't tell what's really happening. Yeah.
Ari banned that. Then banned me from the group, and when someone came to my defense, Ari banned that person too. This is because we speak out against Maria. In exchange of comments, Ari told that other person that Roger Park News was a private group, even though that page has been public since inception. What Ari Paloma and Maria Hadden supporter has done is to silence anyone that speaks out against her good friend, Maria Hadden.
You know what you got to do? Start your own group.
Start your own group.
And say, people who have, and start your own group. Because then you're going to have people now coming over to your group who have a problem with her, because it's going to be a lot of them. It's probably, I'm sure it's a lot of them. And then they're going to be coming to your group. So that's what you do. Start your own group about, and talk about what, and tell the truth about Maria Hadden and your group. and let people come in who have stories.
Yeah.
That's yeah, about what's happening in her ward. So yeah, that's what you do. That's how you gotta do. See, when people do stuff like that, you can't be in my group because they control. That's their group that control this stuff. No,
Yeah.
you just start your own. Start your
Yeah.
own. I bet you they
got
gonna be.
to, because you got to get that information out.
Yeah, I bet you they gonna be hate that. Bet you they are. Man, please, yeah.
Yeah. And watch
They
people
gonna,
leave their group.
right. Why people leave their
Yeah,
group and start
because
talking?
everybody ain't brain dead now.
Yeah.
You know, everybody ain't brain dead. You know, some people literally are working, you know, literally do not really have time, and thinking that, you know, hey, their people are good people.
Yeah.
Whole
Garbage.
time, these niggas is criminals.
Yeah.
Criminals, and your shit is going up every day. All right, get one of these up. Whew. All right, hold on. It's getting good. All right, guys. Bear with me here. All right, let's see what we got. I like my light. Check my check.
And grab me the gimbal out the bed. I got
Hold on, I gotta do something real quick.
Hello, what's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Hey.
Hey.
It's
Good to
Michael
see you.
Youngberg for more
Yes.
real news doing my debut on Famous
Yes.
Friday.
More real news in the house. Yes. Yes.
What's going on my debut? I guess I can go in on her.
Yes. So you gotta tell your truth. You gotta tell you had.
I guess I can go in on her.
Yes.
Cause I got into it at a shelter. I'm gonna jump to the beginning, then I'm gonna jump backwards. I got into it at a shelter because somebody was getting into my family affairs, and some people lied on me. So you know they threatened me with a weapon and things like that. I did my threats or whatever it is, you know. So they basically snitched on me, ratted me out, whatever they want to call it, and lied on me. But when it came to a head, you know, and they moved me up out the shelter, you know, I came down to City Hall to explain, you know, what was going on because I was, you know, in a certain person ward. And she told me that I did something that I knew was a lie. And I was like, oh, you got to answer up for that one. But she has, it's a hotel in her ward on Sheridan. You know, right up there on Sheridan. I got video. The address is 7300 North Sheridan. It was a Super 8. I was in that Super 8 when they separated me and my wife from being in the shelter together because we ain't take housing that had rat holes, etc. You know, blood in the tub. It's the same. It's on the same hard drive I gave Brandon Johnson when he got in office. I got the video of that too. I'm gonna put it out. So I'm making that known for the day on my debut on Famous Friday. I'm gonna put that video out. Look for that.
So you didn't accept what? Because you kind of broke it. Now you said the housing. Describe that again.
Yeah, so they gave him, but the housing had blood in there.
It had blood in the tub, rat holes, etc. You know, and they were like, we got to take that shelter, or we got to take that housing, or you know, we don't get no housing.
And that was in the 49th ward.
No, the house we used to stay on the 49th ward. We lost our apartment up there due to, you know, finance and things. So they basically did some nonsense with that to get us up out of there though. They won't give us no rental assistance, no nothing. So that's how I got downtown. So we went downtown, you know, try to get rental assistance and things like that. And they told us in City Hall and stuff, they told us that they're not giving housing for our people no more.
But
You
they
know,
did it for illegals. But they paid all this
right,
for
right.
illegals,
But
right?
they, but they, the illegals can get housed and that thing. So we was the first family that got turned down for getting rental assistance or anything, you know, due to the migrants. So,
Mm.
Did you ask, like, when you went down there? Did you talk to, like, her? Did you talk to what's the other guy, Brian Centro Lopez? The
no,
chairman of housing.
not off back. At first, they had someone that was in charge of dispersing funds for, you know, our people, or, you know, citizens. Period. If you need rental assistance, or
Okay.
they pay your rent for a couple of months or things like that. But
Right.
they cut everything off for the migrants.
What?
So
See, I'm telling y'all.
So
Telling
that's what made us, you know, start coming down there, and I started filming, you know, paying attention to things, how the government run, et cetera. I already got some knowledge, but I wanted to see who all I was working with and what I was up against.
uh-huh.
Because, you know, I put in a human rights claim that they won't hear things like that regarding housing and how they do our people in these nasty shelters and things like that. I spoke on these things over the mic. But we came to Maria Hadden because we was in her ward for help, you know, get
Mm-hmm.
rental assistance. They got different programs and things, but they're not giving it to us. So when we first was down there all together, me, Miss Zoe, Miss Blakemore, and Miss Jackson, she was talking this, oh, yeah, the African people this and the African people that. And yeah, for us Africans, and yeah, us Africans. But I told them then, she's not talking about us.
Yeah.
She's talking about the Nigerian population, et cetera, that's up there. The you know, they got a large African presence up there in her
Right.
ward. You know, so
Right.
she's not talking about us. She don't identify with us, you know, nor have
Oh,
she
so
helped
it's
us.
a big African ward in her ward.
Right, yeah. She got, you know, it's still a lot of Nigerians and things like that up there.
So that's the
You
thing.
know.
Oh.
So that shelter at 7,300, um, no, Sheridan. I was in that shelter, and they had us in that shelter because it was all men, and it's a hotel. It was all men. They had us three to a room, like in the county jail back then, three to a room. You know,
Mm.
and but they giving these families their own room, cars, etc. I got video of all this stuff. I got video of all this stuff. I got video of with the Texas license plates, everything. And you know, Joey, you done heard me say that down in City
Yeah.
Hall. You know what I'm saying? So also, you know, I heard y'all talking about her with the school and her wife, you know, part of the school thing, if that's what she want to call it or whatever. But my daughter was attending Kimmer. She won't be going back. My daughter was attending Kimmer. That's the school she was going to. Um,
That where her
yeah,
was in.
a woman that worked for the school put her hands on Venus. And I did the proper thing is go tell the principal and things like that, and I also filed a police report. Police, uh, the police came up there.
It's going out.
He going out. Yeah, I had to
No,
feed
I
my
can't
cat.
hear her. He said something.
Yeah, I had to feed my cat. He gonna keep coming over here begging until I
What
feed him.
Yeah, you.
what it's telling me is you can do something to a child there in that school
You
and get
going in
away
and
with it.
out. You going in and out. So we missed the whole part.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah, you
hold
was.
on, is I'm clear now?
now yeah, keep talking. It sounds like you may be clear.
Yeah, because I was out back because I'm
Oh
barbecuing
yeah.
too.
So you were saying that she hit. I mean that you did the proper procedure.
Yeah. Um, what day that is? Well, anyway, I don't know if she a teacher aide or whatever at that school, but put their hands on my daughter. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Grab my daughter forcefully by the arm and stuff, and two teachers witnessed it. So I told the principal, they confirmed it in front of her and things like that. So they still was like, oh, it ain't nothing. So I called the police, you know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't be putting your hands on no child in no school. So they covered that up, you know what I'm saying? I still got the police report. I never heard nothing from no detective or nothing. So it's telling me that, hey, you can put your hands on a child up there, etc. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, and get away with it. You know, that's what it's saying. And I put the police number out there too. RD hashtag JJ148044. You know, so
DPD.
you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna put some video out there on her because you know what I'm saying, I just been holding back, we was in a bad situation and I gotta think about the safety of my child and my wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Like,
So
yeah, I remember when you gave that. I remember when you told bitch ass Johnson that you had all the footage and all that stuff. And I remember when they came to get it and you gave it to them. And
right.
have
And
you
then
heard anything from that?
nah, I'm gonna put the video out tonight. That's why I say everybody look for it.
It's going on approaching a year.
I'm gonna put it on
Is
my
it approaching
Twitter,
a
my
year?
Facebook.
But Brandon Johnson said
Yeah,
he supported black people and black housing and all that.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
He
In
said he's for
September,
it. Yeah, he said he's for it.
in September, it'll be 2 years. He had Maurice. He had his assistant Maurice or whoever he is called me,
Yes,
etc.
Maurice.
He
A
had
piece
him
of
call.
shit.
Right, he had him call me and stuff like that. So I brought it up to him about the fly drive. Oh, everything on the fly drive it'll be on my desk. I ain't seen it. He ain't seen something. I'm like, so what he do? Just throw my fly drive away with my evidence? I still got my evidence. I got evidence and stuff in other locations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got videos
Yeah,
in other
I
locations.
think they thought like because they think that we're coming down there and we're I guess stupid, dumb.
Mhm.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand that we wouldn't it was never supposed to get like this.
Yeah.
It was never supposed to
No,
get like this.
it ain't never supposed to be where they being exposed for the nonsense and the
Yeah.
crooked politics that they playing.
Yeah. And
Well,
she been she been talking about because and then to think about it, Michael, did none of the black aldermen, let's just say all the brown, because they want to push the black and
Right.
brown.
Ain't nobody say nothing. I know what you finna say. Ain't no, that was crazy. That
Wow.
was crazy. Ain't nobody say nothing after that. When
Mm.
she said that stuff, ain't none of them say nothing.
But yet they can spend all these money on housing illegals, giving them free everything. And you got a citizen that's coming up there with his wife and daughter asking, saying we fell on hard times. We don't have nowhere to go. Can you help us? And nobody, no representation, nobody helping anything. See?
Ain't no help. And that's why I was snapping out like I was, because everybody got their issues and problems and things like that. But I was actually living through it. You know what I'm saying? Me and my family actually being affected by the migrant crisis. You know what I'm saying? Because Zoe done been in the car with us. She know I ain't lying, how they was intentionally trying not to give us housing.
Mm.
yeah, it was
Intentionally.
crazy. I wrote so many. Like I was writing everybody because I was like, ain't no way in the world like this is for real. And the crazy thing is, when I was writing these letters, I
Oh
found
yeah.
a
Oh yeah.
law for Illinois that is against the law for homelessness, basically.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
remember
and
Zoe?
they violating that. Like this y'all law.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And
remember this
I
Zoe?
use that same law and send it to the people. Like this is y'all law, and this man can't get no house. Like it don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me
Yeah.
because we going down there every day, and y'all are yelling and screaming and championing on this affordable housing and how they have to make sure everybody is placed, that we have a homeless issue, and you ignoring this man that's brought his daughter down there, his wife down there, and y'all legit ignoring him.
Yeah. Because
To
y'all was really
this
talking
day,
about.
I mean, he to this day he's good, but they didn't help him.
Yeah, because y'all was really talking about illegals when y'all was talking. It was really, we housing illegals. We need this for illegals. We don't care about you citizens. We had nothing for you freedmen or whatever you want to call black, brown, whatever. We had nothing for you.
Yeah. people of color,
People of color, we have
people
nothing for
of
you.
color.
Hey Zoe, let me say this. Remember this, Zoe, when we was in the car, when we was in my car and we spent the night up your house that night. And then when we left, we was trying to, before we spent the night up your house, we were waiting for hours for them to call us back about the house. And
Right.
that supervisor say she read the note. She was like, yeah, I see what they doing. She said that this how we knew this, found out this. Zoe, my witness. And I lost my witness. My wife, my witness. We was in the car, and that woman said that, yeah, she see what they doing. She gonna give us a migrant SR number. So that way we can get in front in the shelter fast.
You
So
better
that's
They
when
speak
we
had
up.
found
two
out.
numbers for when you
That's when
call.
we found out that the migrants have a separate SR number when they call 311 or whatever than our people, than the citizens. So they were
What?
first priorities.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
And then when I spoke that into the mic, because I just, I was going through a lot. But if you take out certain things or pieces when I speak, etc., because I spoke that in the mic too about the SR number. And then what
Yep.
Brandon Johnson do a few days later? Oh, we gonna combine the rapid numbers. We gonna
Yep.
combine them, yeah, because a person paying attention.
Yeah,
Yep.
you just exposed it. Wow. You had
Yep.
just exposed it.
Yep.
And me and my family been through a lot. We've been through a lot of nonsense. And I just been, dealing with the whatever that's been coming. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yep.
Y'all, please like and share this.
Please
Please like
like
and
and
share this
share.
because you all need to. This is what we've been saying, and now you have someone who experienced exactly what we've been trying to tell you all. This is, this is disgusting. That's why I don't argue with people when they keep talking on my comments and saying different things. I always have something to say. Only thing I say is, you know what, you talking behind a keyboard. You're not down there talking to the
Yeah.
people who's actually going through this, who's going to the meetings, who's seeing this,
Mhm,
who's experiencing
mhm.
the things that you're saying is not happening.
Right.
And I want to put this out for the record too, because I know a lot of people don't notice my talents. And what? Because I'm just playing with the video things and stuff right now. But a lot of people don't notice my talents. Like for example, when we was on 71st Street and Miss Jackson spoke and say, "Take them signs down," and then that video had a sign come down when she said, "They'll judge some of my talents." So
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm just playing with the stuff, but also I'm gonna put that video out tonight with
yeah,
Brandon Johnson. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
You gonna put it. You gonna
Like
put
I
it
call
where?
Hall sleeping on the job.
Yeah.
Right.
how you sleeping down in the city council meeting on our tax money?
That's
Hey,
You
what
know what
they
I'm
where you
saying?
gonna put
do.
And
it at? Let the people know where you gonna put the video so they can go watch it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it on my Twitter account at More Real News. I'm gonna put it on my call them out because I'm calling these people out. I'm gonna put it on my Twitter, on my
Mhm.
Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Just
Okay.
hashtag, just search More Real News. You're gonna see
More
what it
real
is.
news. MOORE real REAL news. Yeah, you go because yeah. So
It's MOOR
okay.
more real news because I'm not faking. I'm a more and I ain't bringing no fake news.
Right.
All
You bring the
right.
news. Yeah,
Well,
you bring the
thank
real
you.
news.
So,
I see you
and I
later.
do and for the record, I do this for the people. I
For the
really
people.
sincerely do this for the people. When I put that video up on Brandon Johnson, when I give him list, I tell him I don't want this to happen to nobody else. Meaning how the kind of housing they doing for me, I don't want
Mhm.
them doing it for no people. You don't show people
Okay.
homes like housing like that. We got to
Mhm.
live with bed bugs, mold, and things like that in shelter. You don't do people like that. What about our humane? What about our humanity?
while they living in 5-star hotels, getting for all.
No, it ain't that. Hey, they work.
Somebody says you need a YouTube page.
They work, cheated, or whatever the hell they did with they money to get there. That's all good and dandy. But damn, don't shit on us, excuse the language, but don't go in on us for these migrants who you don't even know nothing of.
Yeah, they
Shit,
don't care.
I come from your ward. It costed money to stay up there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I was making money. You know what
they
I'm
don't
saying?
care.
And taking care of certain obligations that I have to take care of. I work hard. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
a person fell on hard times. The city should be able to give assistance if you giving these migrants assistance. And
that's
I
That's
right.
got
it. Like I mean, that's
and
it.
I stand on this when the migrants came up there to the when they had them in the field house, when they first put them in the field house up there on the lakefront in her ward, etc. I got video proof. I gave them clothes and things like that and some shoes. You know, real talk. I ain't against no people, but damn, we deserve something.
They say, hold on. They say Maria and Nala live in a low income building. And
Yeah,
Maria
because
makes 130K and her wife makes 65, so 200,000.
yeah, but that's what they doing with the TIF money up there. They getting all this housing, this low income housing up there, and most let's say it's a building for and they got 100 units in that building.
Mm,
Only
mm.
most of them gonna be studios and one bedroom. You might got a few 2 bedrooms and a couple of 3 bedrooms. How you helping out for families? How you looking out for families? How you trying to grow families up in them areas? No, they
Right.
not, man. They putting their own people up there,
You
and a
know
lot of
what?
them,
That makes so much
But shit.
sense.
man.
Yes.
Because yeah,
Hey,
housing,
Zoe,
affordable
that
housing,
why.
and all,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, hey, Zoe, that's why I tell you, man. I just ain't got the security. I ain't playing. I ain't playing.
But that do make yeah. Shit, wow. People, I bet you know people gonna get it. People gonna get it. I
So
don't
the
know when
people
they gonna get it, but
they
they
know
get
the
it.
people ain't paying attention. They hating because they know I am because they watching now.
Yeah, yeah. They know people not paying attention, and long and we trying to
No more
tell them.
disgrace 50. No more Pritzker. No more mayor. They're out of here. All right, we gotta get back. I gotta get back to this show. All right, bro.
All right, much love.
Love
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much.
Y'all better follow. Oh, somebody said get you a YouTube page.
Oh, I'm finna start it. It's there. Just all they gotta do is go subscribe to More Real News. All they
More
gotta
real
do is
news.
subscribe. I'm gonna come live in a minute, but you
All
know
right.
I had to get some things together. Much
All right.
love to the
Well, they
people.
waiting for you.
Flip Chicago Red. Much love to the people. Thanks, and it's an honor.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
That's right.
Love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot. That does make sense. Lynetta!
Hey, Lynette. Let me go try to get my charger. See, that's what I be saying. Something. So y'all talk.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
good. All right, I gotta go do this. I'm on these two. Before we start, I gotta finish these articles. So it says 49th. It's from Chicago City Wire. This was May 29th, 2025. It says 49th Ward resident says Alderman Maria Hadden enables online harassment. She should care about everyone. Vaughn Buxton, a 58-year-old resident of Chicago 49th Ward, says that Alderman Maria Hadden is ignoring online harassment directed at him and other critics, alleging the Alderwoman has allowed defamatory posts to remain on her social media pages despite repeated attempts to bring the issue to her attention. If she really cares about the 49th Ward, she should care about everyone, and that includes her critics. And when I say care, that means caring about the safety of all the people within her ward, not just your favorites, your supporters. You were elected to represent all people in all areas of the ward. She needs to start doing her job. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Buxton, who describes himself as one of Hadden's top 3 most vocal critics, says he became the target of anonymous online trolls in 2023. And trolls, man, he believes the attacks originated from within Hadden's political orbit and may be linked to her staffers. The posts in question appear under public threads on Hadden's page, where supporters, some use potentially fake profiles, having had extreme defamatory comments, including repeated unfounded claims calling Buxton a pedophile. Among them, one Facebook user posting as Tom Johnson has been one of the fiercest defenders of Hadden and has directed severe, I don't know what that word is, at Buxton. Shouldn't you be looking for a new pedophile friend now that the previous one was arrested for possession of child pornography? Who has lived in the 49th Ward since 2015, said this kind of language isn't new and that he has repeatedly flagged the harassment to Hadden and her staff without response. It's very ironic that as vice chair of the Ethics and Government Oversight Committee, Alderwoman Maria Hadden is blatantly allowing her supporters to lie and slander her critics, wrote in a public reply on the Alderwoman's page. Letter B, a survivor, childhood sex abuse, and says the false accusations trigger severe PTSD. Oh, hell no. And she still hasn't taken it down? I have gone through sexual abuse as a child myself, so to be accused of something I'm a victim of was horrendous, and it was horrific actually because I'm like, that triggered a lot of PTSD in me. The strategy of labeling opponents as pedophiles appeared to be gaining traction in leftist circle. In the last election cycle, Kane County, a resident of Geneva, faced similar accusations after accusing the city's mayor of corruption. But they believe that the smear campaign is not only being tolerated by the Alderwoman, it may be politically motivated. In one instance, a Facebook poster used the name Teresa Chavez attended its posting for posting on Hadden's page. You are a mentally ill person that loves to complain to politicians on social media about things they have zero control over. According to Buxton, the smear campaign was an attempt to silence him and other vocal constituents who have criticized Hadden's performance while in office, including her handling of the illegal immigration crisis and gang violence affecting Rogers Park. This originated from Maria's office in an attempt to shut me up. He believes that the campaign harassment was not random and was deliberately enabled or even initiated by those closest to Hadden. Whether it came directly from her lip or from her, Chief of Staff Leslie Perkins or Maria's wife, Maria knew what was happening. There's no way she could not know what was happening. She had the ability to shut it down, but she let her supporters slander an innocent person of the accusation who just happened to be a critic, and that's why she lets this happen. Despite bringing the issue to her attention, he says Hadden has took no action. Of course, she never takes any action.
Right. None of them do.
But she took action the other day. The other day, she tried to take some action.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have definite proof that there's here supporters? No. The only way we have definitive proof is sending a subpoena to Facebook to get the emails for the account set up. I like your style. Was especially critical of what he sees of Hadden's selective responses to community concerns. She ignores the open-air drug market that was run by the gangbangers up on Howard Street. She's never commented about any of the executions or shootings. Damn.
Hey, that's remember we was talking about. Y'all remember what you said? The progressive. What you were saying? The cartel. She look. She ain't. What you say? Open their finance as a treasurer. You saw the crime family. Yeah, Chewy. You just said it. That's why she looking. That's why she turned a blind eye.
That's why he ignored you on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, fuck you.
Right. Exactly. This is who we got. This is who y'all keep allowed to get in office. This is the people.
Ooh, she couldn't be bothered with the crime in this ward, and we hold her accountable.
Yeah. You gotta hold these people accountable.
And if you hold them accountable, then she'll start bringing up stuff like what she's calling this man. And this man has told her that he suffers from PTSD because he was sexually abused, and you
Mm-hmm.
keep it on here, and you are on the committee. One of the chairmen, yeah, he is. She is, and the last dude we did. I forgot the last alderman we did, but him too. He's the chair of ethics and oversight.
Yeah, I can't think of who.
Yeah, I can't think of that either. However, that both of them.
Wow.
Matt Martin.
Yeah, Matt Martin.
Yeah, Matt Martin. So yeah, they don't care. So anyway, he's also criticized Hadden for what he sees as a pattern of aligning with organizations and causes that he believes are out of step with values many in the ward. People have pointed out to her in the past at a restaurant called Smack Dab. They're a big supporter of Palestine, and Maria has promoted Smack Dab, and people have commented and held her accountable. That you know why you're supporting Palestine, who obviously anti-Semitic, and things like that. He alleges that his attempt to challenge her record online have been met not with dialogue, but with threats and harassment from supporters, many of whom use fake profiles. If you speak out against Maria, they come for you, and it's just something we have grown used to. I think my friend, who was one of the top 3 critics, was doxxed. Another friend was threatened, and he received threats through his DMs, so people get threatened, I guess, by Maria's supporters.
Yeah, because they all this progressive caucus garbage. This is what they do. It's like a game. They all a game.
Yeah, gang.
Yeah. And they try to use this is the Democratic Party way though, and they try to use intimidation.
Yeah. I like the man's style. He did this too. He cited a memo published by the Chicago Board of Ethics outlining the expectations for public officials' use of social media. He believes that despite these guidelines, Hadden has allowed defamatory comments to remain against him on her official Facebook page. They don't care. It was like you can read back. I played back Brandon Johnson's oath. That nigga has doubled down and sold another $1 billion.
Yeah.
Nigga sold $835 million of infrastructure money. After. Yeah, we don't give a fuck about.
They don't care about that.
I don't care about oaths. I don't care about anything. Don't give it rules, regulations, laws. What?
Constitutional rights.
Constitutional what? Stupid. Pay your taxes. Pay your taxes, or we're gonna take your house.
That's why we gotta get these people locked up. We gotta make sure we get the feds in here.
It says on their official page, followers cannot be blocked from official social media accounts unless their comments are obscene, profane, racist, or defamatory. So it makes me bring up the question, why hasn't Maria deleted any of these? I'm going to ask her when I see her.
Won't you sue her?
Down there because
had the person sued her, put a lawsuit in on her?
No, I think he needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vaughn. Reach out to me. We can do it together because I'm suing them right now. Suing them right now. And this is somebody. Yeah, like this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a lot. You guys, I will put the links of all 3 of them because a lot of them. The Chicago City Wire. Shout out to Chicago City Wire. Shout out to Vaughn. And there is a Facebook group in here too. I put it up earlier that they made about her. And
good.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, here it is right here.
Expose these
crimes. A Facebook group about Maria's crap. It's Alderwoman Maria Hadden complaint page. We want to join forces with you. All right. We got you, Susan. We got you. Yeah, because enough is enough. These people, enough is enough. Okay, people are fed the fuck up.
You're right.
These progressives came in there and immediately just woke everybody up.
Right.
Like, oh, hell no.
Woke everybody up. Anybody going for this?
All right, this is my favorite. What up, Lynette?
Hey, Lynette.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, so first of all, how you doing?
Fine. How you doing? I'm tired. I know you're tired.
Yeah, I'm tired, but you know what happened?
I don't know. I was
Because I just got this. I didn't even know. Okay, first of all, let me start. When you text me and say I just got kicked out, I'm like, for what, man? And I didn't even know. And then I looked, and I'm like, what?
Man,
I'm like, oh my God, I would have probably jumped over that thing and probably tried to fight her. What the fuck is you doing?
I always mind my business in the city hall meeting.
You always mind your business.
But Lynette, Lynette, we had been telling them to stop disrespecting us. That's disrespectful. We had been saying that when she was talking, and we warned her. And so it ain't like somebody, we just all, everybody just went crazy. She had been warned that she's being very disrespectful to the freedmen population, to the freedmens. So she had this, she Lynette.
Very disrespectful. I was just sitting there like, is she saying that Pride and Juneteenth is intersectional? Like what?
Yes.
Yes. We have to. We have to stop making everything intersectional just because we're black. Because there's some black people that do it too. Then it's intersectional.
Yes.
You was like, she had one more time?
Yep.
Yeah.
You was like, Vanessa, she had one more time?
Yeah, one more time.
And she did it. And she did it.
I tried to be quiet.
You did. You tried. You did. You did.
And never walked nobody. I've never seen them walk nobody all the way out. They just open the door and you go out. You know, these Negroes walk all the way to LaSalle. All the way down.
They walk you all the way out.
Yes. Down 2 flights of stairs. I know where I'm going.
Right. They want to make sure you get up out of there, up the building, down the street.
I'm like, y'all see me every week. I never say nothing. So if I'm saying something, there's something wrong then.
Right.
Something's wrong.
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
Right, Lynette. That's right.
Funny because she had one more time. And I'm glad, you know what? Man, you made me proud, man. Like, I felt like a great auntie. Like, yeah. I know that's right. Yes, because why? Like, come on, man.
You should have saw how Brandon looked at me. His face.
Saw how Brandon was looking stupid, period, because he didn't want
city council.
Okay, he didn't want to say nothing because he's scared now.
Right.
So he didn't want to, but right, Lynette let him have it. Like, look, dude, at this point, no.
And he know you, right, man?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
That's why he ain't saying nothing.
It's crazy. Right before all that happened, I just got finished like dapping everybody up, all the aldermen. Anthony came in there late as hell with some Dunkin' Donuts. Like, it started at 10. Why are you walking in at 10:45 with food? Like, it was so chaotic that day. It was so chaotic that day. They had one fair wage there. They promised one fair wage that they was going to let them speak. They did not let them speak. They just used them as a background for the stupid ass Juneteenth performance they were having in the downstairs in the city hall, between city hall and Tony Freckwinkle party for Juneteenth.
What?
So it was all stupid. They had the one fair wage people promised this old elderly black lady that she was gonna be able to sit there. You know, the box they have to the side when the city council is gonna honor them.
Yeah.
They moved the old black lady out and put this white man up there, this Hispanic family and stuff up there, and the black lady was supposed to be honored. They never even said nothing. She's like, I don't have to fucking be here, and walk off.
You see what I'm saying?
On Juneteenth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Disrespect. They be playing. See, they play in our faces, and they always want to tell you, "Oh, look at over here. He's Trump racist, or the Republican Party they racist." And all the while, they're playing in our faces, right there, in our faces, doing it right there.
Everybody talking about all these good businesses, these restaurants that's been here all these years. The first
Yup.
thing they show for the black people was a resolution for Gatlin's Chapel. They been burying
A
us
funeral
for
home.
70 years.
A funeral home.
So I did so much for the community. Yes, make sure you got buried.
Yeah, that's what I say. The disrespect. And, Juneteenth,
Disrespect.
the Juneteenth, they celebrated the Hispanic families. They was talking like I said, they was talking about how their businesses were great businesses. They had the family there, they up there, yeah. And then when they came to us, one business, and it was a funeral home. It's the disrespect there.
I thought the Mexican family that was there, I thought that was Officer Rivera's family because it was a little girl with them. So I was like, oh, they honored Officer Rivera today. No, they did not. I haven't seen them do anything for her at City Council.
At all.
Like how y'all, it's the FBI, I'm telling you. As this story unfolding with her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, these people terrible. We keep telling y'all to wake the freak up. They don't care about, they the racist party. They the ones who are the real racists and can't stand black people.
Right
just
now, you got the progressive drug cartel.
Yep.
Running the city. And you got these like niggas.
Yep.
Like y'all, like, how do we have no niggas that's getting us nothing?
None.
You're not getting, like, y'all can't even, like, why y'all haven't made your own tunnel yet? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Why are we not in the game? How are you giving them everything?
Stupid.
Well, how you gonna work for them? How you giving them everything? How you the worker?
How you the worker?
I don't understand it when we make up the majority of the city council too. But and another problem is that back when Lori Lightfoot was the mayor, that same Maria Hadden, stupid ass, she tried to do a Juneteenth resolution thing she was championing. It was all supposed to be for black people, but the rest of the black caucus would not vote with her because they got other people in their pockets that they wasn't supposed to celebrate being black. So the only way she got this passed was by putting pride with it, because it's not the pass this resolution.
I told you these are real racist people. That the behind the scenes, and your black aldermen and things are sellouts too.
So the Black Do Nothing Caucus will not stand behind.
Yeah, this was when she tried to do it, like when Lori Lightfoot was in here. She tried to do it. It's like 2019.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was in 2019. She did a resolution. It failed basically. They're trying to do a black resolution for Juneteenth.
Because you can't never do anything like Kamala said. I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people. They can't do it. They'll never do it. They always going to lump everybody else in with us. That's the only way that's the only way it's going to get done.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand everything that Trump doing. Yes. Give us our corner. Yes, give us our corner. Give us our corner. I'll come get the shit, but give us our corner, because these motherfuckers is mixing and mingling too much that now they just giving everything to them. So yeah, the little bit that we do have, Trump,
separate
slice everything, slice it all. Yeah, thank you. So we can get our little corner.
Right.
We ain't got shit.
Separate us from all these people.
Separate us. Yeah, we'll take whatever y'all want to call them. White supremacists, whatever. Give us our corner.
Yep. Take it. Unlump everybody else that was lumped in with us. Unlump it out. However Democrat Party want to make you look, they keep doing it.
Black man. Black.
Please.
But Philip, but I like the way Philip, the way he broke it down so plainly. Everything we've been trying to tell you all, he broke it down so plainly on here. I love the way he broke it down.
You ready? Let's watch it. I'm excited.
And we know that the brothers and sisters in Chicago be holding it down. They be checking them, but I want y'all to see what happened at that city council. Oh, I want y'all to see what happened at that city council. And we're going to talk about that too.
Just going to speak once. We'll make this Juneteenth and Pride all in one.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Juneteenth and Pride all in one.
No,
it's not. No, it's not.
Representation of intersectional identity. I am interested in the reaction to this.
I am too.
Oh yeah, Chicago is such a wonderful city. We will keep each other together. We will keep our city together. We will be united. And I think that's the theme, right? The theme for the Pride March this year. It was the theme for our Father's Day Artists of the Wall Festival at Loyola Park this year. It was all together. And I think that as we face division, as we stare down hatred, bigotry, people moved by their hatred and bigotry to the point of assassinating political leaders.
but that might happen.
Standing up for our rights.
Keep it
People
up.
who can't figure out how to act within the
We just got Juneteenth in 21 and y'all gonna make it? Juneteenth and Pride together? Exactly. Pride Month is okay, but to put Juneteenth with Pride Month, that's disrespectful to every black person. It's your hands.
That's right.
That's right. I believe, but y'all cannot do that. That's not right. Juneteenth is Juneteenth. Y'all cannot do that. That's disrespectful to every slave. That's disrespectful to every person. Y'all,
You can sit down or you can have to leave.
disrespectful.
Have a seat, Mike, please.
So, to clarify, this is a resolution for Pride Month.
Tell them to quit disrespecting us. We gotta listen to that. They gonna listen to us. I can leave. I don't care. I don't care, because I'm gonna be black again tomorrow. Really? Look at this. About that, I'm gonna be black again tomorrow. I'm gonna be black again tomorrow. And Juneteenth ain't gonna be with black people tomorrow. That's right. It's gonna be the same thing tomorrow. Juneteenth is Juneteenth, and gay pride is that jump. It's gonna be the same thing tomorrow. Amen. Amen. Amen.
All right. Shout out to our sister Jessica Jackson. She standing on business too. You know, I was glad to meet Sister Jessica Jackson a couple of weeks ago out there at the Ohio Black Expo. Make sure you go to that next year. Be in Memorial Day weekend, Columbus, Ohio. Now, did you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Did you see that when you're standing on your lineage business, when you're not going to let no one come and disrespect our community and our ancestors? That was the right response, because let me tell all of you something. Hold on, I thought this was all off the screen. Give me a second. Let me tell you something. No other group would sit there and allow their heritage and their ancestors to be disrespected. Nobody will. But these people for so long been so used to doing that black and stuff. Let me tell y'all something. All this black and LGBT, black and brown, black and Asian, black and this, black and that. The days of black and is gone. The symbiotic relationship you other groups have had with black folks, that day is done. It's done. We have threw up our wall and we said, no, you're on your own. If you want to go fight LGBT stuff, go ahead, have at it. But you're not attaching LGBT to our ancestors, because our ancestors had nothing to do with what you're doing today in 2025. Our ancestors just found out that they was free that day. They was not sitting up here thinking about bussy. How dare you want to sit up there and attach that to Juneteenth? And all these other groups, well, what black people at? What are y'all doing? We not doing a freaking thing. We have put up our gates. We're gatekeeping our culture. We're gatekeeping our presence. We're gatekeeping now. And people are not used to seeing black folks gatekeep like that. They're used to black folks saying, oh, well, we are minorities and it's okay. Because these people have used our struggle, our moral capital, the laws that we fought for to piggyback and use us to be a stepping stone so they can get millions and billions of dollars constantly. If they do it on their own, they wouldn't get a dime. And that's what they're starting to see. And that's why you got to have more brothers and sisters in places like that, in City Hall, calling out that BS and say, no, we don't do that. Right. We are Black American, FBA, we are freedmen. We don't know those issues has nothing to do with it. I don't care if the woman was so-called black. I don't care that was talking. Don't matter. If she's sitting up here advocating for LGBT over black people, then she's not really one of us. Because there's people who advocate for the lineage and the LGBT. They understand that they're black first. They're not LGBT, they black. When this world look at them, they see black. They don't see nothing else.
Negro.
Yeah.
So it's not an LGBT issue. It's a respect issue.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear black folks advocating like that over black issues, they're fighting for the white LGBT. That's who they're fighting for. They're not fighting for freedmen. The day of the symbiotic relationship is over. A symbiotic relationship, they got to have a host. We have been the host with the symbiotic relationship. And these people have sucked our life force constantly. But now we have broken away from the symbiote. And now the symbiote is trying to reattach itself to the host. And we're saying, nope, it ain't happening. You're on your own. And if they don't have a host, what happened? Don't exist. This is why they protest, fall to the ground. This is why nobody listening to their cries. Nobody's honoring nothing they're saying, because without us, the host, it don't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. Yes, Mr. Phillip. Right.
That's it.
Thank you. That's that.
See, this is a wake-up call, and it's shocking. Y'all understand this is shocking, because even the think tanks right now are saying, okay, what's going on? They don't even have a leader. This is leaderless. So we can't even corrupt somebody. So what is going on? Who sanctioned this? Who told them this? What happened?
Leaderless.
It was a spiritual movement.
Yes.
Everybody moved in the spirit. And when everybody moves as one accord in the spirit, because we all FBAs are connected spiritually. I know you folks don't understand spiritual connection. I know you understand a demonic connection. Oh, you understand that. But you don't understand that spiritual connection with righteousness. That's why anytime, even though we got our issues and problems in Black America, but at times we know how to throw all that to the side and connect. Whether you're a person that's a rolling 60s or a brother in the boardroom, they will connect real quick when it's time. And those two brothers are so far apart, but they feel each other right then and there at certain times. We know how to connect with our people, and that's what y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand that how we have the spiritual connection like that with each other. And that we can move on one accord. This is why you always been fearful. This is why J. Edgar Hoover said the greatest threat to national security was what, y'all? Negro unity. Not Russia at the time, not Cuba. No, the unity of black folk. And y'all tried everything y'all can to break us.
Yeah.
Y'all put drugs in our community, mass incarceration.
Thank you, Joe Biden.
You tried to push alternative lifestyles in our community.
Thank you, Democrats.
You tried to turn the women against the men and the men against the women.
Democrats.
You tried to break our families.
Democrats.
You tried everything you could. But look at God. Look at God. Because everybody now see through the BS. Ain't nobody fighting no black woman. Ain't no black woman fighting with no black man. For what? We all we got. We all we have. And then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, well, his prediction came true when he said in the last day, the white man would give you his woman. Have that not happened? How many videos have you seen of them talking about, oh, I want a chocolate man? They just literally throwing themselves at black men. And that's not nothing flattering for us at all. That's a strategy done by him, the white man. They understand, believe it or not, their global decline is happening. It's happening in real time. And we don't have to do nothing but just sit back, watch the show. That's it. Have our popcorn and watch the whole thing. We have nothing to do with it. Everybody who has turned against FBAs, every last one of you, no matter who you were, I wouldn't want to really deal with the judgment that's coming your way. You had many chances. To join with righteousness' sake, but you chose, as I said last night, from Batman in 91 to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. That's what you chose to do. Because
ooh, all right, I was gonna be all day.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Woo, he did that. Woo. Good one. Yeah, you know that's what Lynetta did.
Yeah.
He did that. Did that, man. I was so happy to see that, you know. And shout out to Miss Jessica, pulled up with the bucket hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out here in these streets.
Yeah, I'm glad she came to the right one too. Yeah. It's like they just really experiment down there. As they just see like what's gonna, like, I don't know, like I don't,
what's the reaction?
I know that they know that we're gonna go off. So why do it? Like, she thought, honestly, she knew, first of all, she saw you there, and she saw Jessica and George Blakemore there. Okay? Danny, George Blake, because they don't know Lynetta, like, they know Lynetta's gonna go like that, do that. Right?
Yeah,
so
right.
To see you, to see Miss Jessica, to see George, to see Michael, More Real News, you still trying to say that crazy shit?
And we was checking her, and then she.
No, but I think that was the, like, I think she was trolling.
Yeah,
but she didn't think that Lynetta was gonna get up and do that.
Yeah, she didn't think that.
Now she's gone viral. Now you're the first. Yeah, you're the first lesbian stupid bitch to go viral to put Juneteenth and be Pride together. Yeah, we got you. We're giving you your fucking shit flowers.
Yeah, that's what she didn't know that. She was trying to show. Yeah,
you didn't know that. So now you want to be famous for Pride Month and Juneteenth as the first queer woman of color.
The first woman of color to say, "I'm gay first."
Yeah,
please. Like, you disrespectful.
Very.
So she's the first black lesbian ever to be on Famous Friday, and the first lesbian in her political career by trying to push that weird ass narrative.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done. So you done. You might as well go back to squatting, because they said that's what you was doing before you 22 months and you start canvassing. They said you was a squatter. And so my crazy thing is, you went from squatting to displacing seniors for the Vinnies, for not making sure that the Super 8 motel does not have bed bugs and mold and all that. You couldn't make sure that Michael and his wife and his daughter had housing. I know if I was a squatter and I got into that position, I would have PTSD. I would have to make sure everybody got housing.
Yeah.
It could never be, so I could never, so that would never happen. Like I literally made it to where I am now. Like, yes, that's what we're champion. I'm a champion for that.
Right. But she is championing for that. She's just not championing for us. She's championing it for illegals. So she is doing it, but it's just not for the citizens.
That's not for the citizens.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. So yeah, this is that thing right there. That thing right there, the first black LGBTQ. And then Miss Jessica said, "Oh, you black today. When you gonna be Hispanic?" Because she said, "Oh, you black today."
Somebody got robbed twice by the Vinnies from the Super 8 motel. So the Vinnies is up at the Super 8. On 49th Ward. This lady right here.
So do she be going back and forth with this? Do she be trying to do a Kamala? One day when it benefits her, she's black, and the other day she's Hispanic. Is that's who she? Oh, okay.
Well, look at her wife.
Yeah. Okay, that says it all.
Yeah, like I feel like these progressive weirdos, they like are on Zoom all day trying to figure out, okay, what's the next? We're gonna say, okay, the first lesbian, the first lesbian school teacher, librarian, black.
My brother said that's the problem with Illinois politics. They always want to be the first something.
Yeah, see?
The first black, first gay something, and it's never just what the hell we doing for the citizens.
Right.
It's always trying to be first for something instead of fixing the damn problem.
Yeah.
The property.
Yeah, but they run on the problem. They run the heck on the problem, but they never have solutions or they never fix the problem. But they definitely they tell you what the problem is, but they never had the solutions and never fix the problem. That's how you know these people. So if you know all of this, why you not fixing it? But they
say Maria's on record in 2019 fighting for illegals. She's on record every time we've been down there. She has stood up. She stood up for them.
Yeah.
She has voted for the money for them. She has even said she's got up. I mean, that's the time when she was black again. And she got up and she was like, the resources like they're taking out of the black community and talking for the illegal and I'm seeing it but
resources they taking out the black community. She literally voted against. It was a tax bill that was supposed to directly go into the black neighborhoods, and she voted against it because she didn't like Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but she stood up and said that to only vote in favor of what they were giving the illegals.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because she got the big immigrant population too.
Yeah.
But she got the Africans and the Sinhalese, so that's why she identifies as them. She identifies as them because they're giving her mulatto.
Not Americans. See, that's why we have to push this America first agenda, Chicago first agenda, because all these people are advocating for foreigners, people who's not Americans.
They say the Vinnies would throw loads of dirty diapers in our yard from Motel 8.
See?
She's a demon.
Yeah.
And she's of Dominican heritage. Yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. They hate America. They hate Americans. They're not for us. We put these people in these political seats, and they're not for us. They all
snuck in 2019. Even so, Gardner snuck in too, but Gardner wasn't supposed to get in.
Right.
They had all their progressives that was for this whatever
This agenda.
this agenda
Everybody
ran
was on
by
code.
sponsored by the cartels,
Mm-hmm.
sponsored by
They
the
don't like,
cartels
they
and
don't like
Chewy,
Gardner though.
huh?
They don't like Gardner though.
Yeah, I know that. So when they put him, so when he snuck in there, because he wasn't supposed to, he beat out the guy who started the Progressive Caucus. And so they harassed him every time. Like he just, speaking of my man my man just beat the ethics, they're trying to fine him for these weeds, like $20,000, these ugly ass weeds. This guy just was bothering him, part of their ganging up on him, you know. So basically they have fined Gardner about saying, he was saying that he was fining him because of the weeds. The weeds were so ugly and high up, and something that it cut him. But he made it seem that Gardner was harassing him and doing all this stuff. And so they ended up taking Gardner to court. He had this fine and all this stuff, but he beat it. He beat the whole thing. Saying as they found the ethics found that it was nothing. Yes, I gotta get my man, yeah.
Shout out to Gardner. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hold on, let me put it up here because he was too happy, and and it's crazy because what's the name is the Deborah Witzberg, like she was the one that was like on him about it, and I'm trying to, and I like I guess she's trash. Deborah Witzberg, that's the Inspector General. She's absolutely terrible.
They all gotta go. They all gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, they all gotta go. Every one of them.
Every one of them.
Well, I got like two I got confidence in, but I'm gonna keep that to myself.
That's what these progressive. They gotta go.
Oh yeah, the progressives gotta go. There's no saving the progressives.
Those progressives believe in progressive taxing, progressive everything. That's who whatever tax. So that means if you getting taxed 300 million, they don't say, okay, well, you know what, they already getting taxed to oblivion. They progressive, they gonna say, well, let's try 400 million. Let's try 500 million. Progressive taxing, all of that. That's all they believe
while
in.
they yell out any white man that challenged them on the other side is a white supremacist.
Yes.
Everyone. Oh, is he going against the progressives? Oh yes, he's a white supremacist. Just call him a white supremacist.
Yeah, call him.
Yeah. Look on the third row. What does the third row of the progressive rule book say? If a white man goes against anything that you say, LGBTQ, people of color, marginalized, any of that, white supremacists.
Yes.
They're a white supremacist.
What about they black in the rule book? Okay, look at the rule book. Oh, it says call them xenophobic. Okay.
Because they don't know what that means.
Yes. Oh,
they're
they got the
they're
rule
not going
book.
to know what that means.
They always go back to the rule book.
Yes, they're not going to know what that means. All right, this is it right here. So it was Chicago Ethics Board reverses course and now says no violations for Alderman Gardner in the weed ticket case.
Good. Yeah.
The Chicago Board of Ethics at June 16th meeting voted unanimously to drop its $20,000 fine against Northwest Side Alderman James Gardner, 45th Ward, stating that it agrees with a hearings office decision during Gardner's appeal that there were no violations by Gardner in the case of weed tickets being issued to a ward resident who is a vocal critic of the alderman. I was falsely accused of something I never did, Gardner said after the meeting. I'm very happy that the truth has revealed itself. The Ethics Board plans to release the hearing officer's written decision along with his written opinion regarding his reversal on Tuesday morning, June 17th. However, Board Chair Will Coleman said that the board's decision in 2023 was based on the evidence as it was presented with at the time. His comment appears to suggest that the Inspector General's investigation either missed some key evidence or some evidence was not presented properly to the board, but more details of why the board decided to drop its fine could come out tomorrow. The weed tickets has been issued against Ward resident Pete Kasanka. I had to block this dude. He's a weirdo. Kasanka got the tickets thrown out after a lengthy administrative hearing, successfully arguing that the vegetation on his lawn was native plants, ironically purchased from the city and not weeds. He has been using negative plantings at his Gladstone Park home for a dozen years or so. City law does not distinguish between native and non-native plants, although several years ago, the City Council authorized the creation of registry in which homeowners can seek to be listed as having native plantings on their property. Kazanka said in 2023, the registry is intended to avoid the issuance of bogus weed tickets, but the registry had not been implemented as of 2023. Kazanka said that he's also received a ticket in the fall of 2018 prior to Gardner becoming alderman, warning him to trim the weeds. Within 3 days, in order to avoid being subject to a fine, he added that at the time winter was approaching, and he does each year, he cut back his plantings before the cold weather settles in, and never heard back from the city on the 2018 matter. The 2018 ticket was left at his house, while the 2019 citation came in the mail, and then we decided to fight and get a lawyer. A former chief attorney for the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency represented Kasanka at the administrative hearing in which the ticket was eventually dismissed. It said that the lawyer has his own native garden and did not charge him for his services. It's not clear if the 2018 ticket was politically motivated. At the time, was a supporter of then Alderman John Arena, who went on to lose to Gardner in 2019. Confusion between weeds and native plants is not unusual. Kasanka once described an incident in which a former mayor honored a resident for a native plantings, but then received a citation during the next administration. In Gardner's case, that board initially determined that the alderman sought citations even though he had never been warned and the vegetation was legal. But the board now says there were no violations by Gardner. Information from a former aide to Gardner reportedly was key in the board's initial decision. The 2019 ticket reportedly was issued from former 39th Ward Superintendent Andrew Szork, who reportedly told city investigators that the Gardner did not instruct him to issue the ticket. The 45th Ward Super at the time reportedly did not issue a ticket because he was a new job and was still undergo training. That's a damn shame. So yeah, we got out of that, but all that for some weeds.
Yeah.
$20,000
for some weeds, and he just had to deal with this crazy lawsuit. And
they charged me.
That might be the same people.
His money back?
Huh?
Do he have to sue for his money back?
Huh?
Do he have to sue for his money back, or like?
I think he can now, because if I'm not mistaken, they sued him too. They was like harassing him online, something like sort of like what this guy is saying, what that guy was saying. What that guy was saying about how they're harassing him, call him pedophile and all that stuff, and they're supposed to take that off, but they're not taking it off. But but they're supposed to take that type of stuff off. Well, this guy was writing negative things about Gardner's wife. And because he's a public official, he ended up blocking. He blocked him, but he can't block him. But he said he wasn't talking about me. He was talking about my wife. So they sued him, and the city didn't represent him. That's why when he got up and said all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't represent him, didn't get no court, didn't get no help from Lori Lightfoot administration, because she had a crush on his wife, and she was just mad that she wasn't going. Okay, big suit Lori, no. Okay, and so then the next one was he asked Brandon bitch ass, and he said he wasn't gonna get involved. So he had to pay the lawyer and all that himself. But he was getting sued in his official capacity as a public official.
Mhm.
The city, by law, you're supposed to represent them. You see what I'm saying? Chicago do what they want to do, and that's okay. And Gardner's a white man.
Right. Right.
Now I'm suing Rosanna Rodriguez Sanchez. Huh?
He said, "Is it because of the color of my skin?"
Right. Right.
Probably. Well, with this administration, for sure. These niggas don't like anybody color. I nigga don't see nothing but symbols. Pastors, teacher union people, one fair wage.
Yep.
Don't see nobody else.
Don't see nobody else. Nobody else.
He didn't see one fair wage the other day neither. He just disregarded them, used them as a backdrop.
Right.
Didn't see one fair wage either. One fair wage. If you want to, one fair wage. If you want to be heard.
Okay.
If you want to get some shit done. Chicago flips red, baby.
Yo. You don't want your producer all in your video.
If you don't want your producer all up in your video.
All in your song, right? All on your songs.
Pull up to Chicago flips red, baby.
Right.
We got your back. We got your back.
Tyler Reed said Gardner and his fine black wife.
Oh yeah, you know, Tyler.
His wife.
Yeah, she does. She is pretty, and that's when Lori got mad because Lori messed with. Man, she tall as hell. She got like a like a bowl cut. Yeah, like a bowl cut. Like I know her legs hang off the bed. It's real crazy. They like it's a I don't know, but yeah. So she felt some type of way. She like, I'm the mayor. You don't want me? No.
Like, right. Like no Beetlejuice, no Beetlejuice. No Beetlejuice. I don't want you.
No, you was in there all the you had 4 years. 4 years to find a tailor. Why all your suits look like that?
That's terrible.
Like,
yeah,
real talk. Like that's honestly one of the reasons why she didn't get back in.
Yeah,
Y'all better leave Uncle Lori alone.
Huh?
Y'all better leave Uncle Lori alone.
Uncle Lori going to jail too. Alcoholic, little alky. But anyway, back to Maria Hadden. So, what is the conclusion when it comes to Maria Hadden? Oh, I have my little story from Maria Hadden. Maria Hadden, when I first let me put Maria Hadden back up there. All right. Maria Hadden. So 2023, I was still living in Atlanta. Couple of days, like 3 days before my birthday, my little sister called me and was like, "Mommy fell out." You know, I was like, "What?" She's like, "Mommy fell out of school. Like, I don't know what's going on." Da da da. So like panicking, crying, da da da. Didn't know what was happening. It's like my mommy had a stroke. They was rushing her to the hospital. I flew into Chicago. It was a couple of days before my birthday. I was for my birthday. Every year I go to Nassau, Bahamas, but I've not been to Nassau since I've been fighting this BS. But in a few days I was going to Nassau. Flew into Chicago. I already knew what the issue was. I already knew that she just got the appeal back, saying the appeal was denied about this property, about what we're fighting about now. But she didn't know it was an appeal. Like they went and did some illegal shit and said that it was appeal so they could deny it, so my mother could never open it back up and all that stuff. But my mother was trying to explain it to me, but I wasn't understanding. I was just like, "Ma, like, just let it go." She's like, "Zoe, like what they're doing is, so she just couldn't wrap around her mind." But anyway, it stressed her out so much that she went to the hospital. That was it for me. So I came here, you know, and immediately when I got here, that Monday, and I want to say it might have been my birthday. I think I turned, I think that day was my birthday. I went to City Hall for the first time ever. And I was like, because my thing was, I'm going to go see Lori. Like, fuck this. Like I'm going to go see fucking Lori. I done paid my mother wanted to, you had 2 luncheons. I paid $2,500 for these tickets prior to that. When my mother wanted there, hoping that you could help her with this. Another time, my mother worked on your fucking campaign. So at this point, I need to see what the fuck going on with this because I don't understand. I don't understand why my mom's in the hospital, and I don't understand what's the purpose of paying for this stuff, and my mother still can't get no sit down with you. You know, and my mother was so happy to like that she was gonna get voted in because my mother was like, she's gay like me, so she was in hopes of, well, maybe she's gonna, you know, be like how I am, you know. So she was like, maybe much easier because she couldn't get any help from Rom, all that stuff. So I go down there, I'm like, man, I need to speak to there was an officer right there, and I was going up to the elevator. So like, can I help you? I said, I'm coming to talk to Lori Lightfoot. I ain't talking to Lori Lightfoot. So they're like, no, we can't. We can give you this card, and you can write it. Send an email. I said, I send an email. I need to talk to Lori. Okay, my mama in the hospital. It's my birthday. I need to talk to Lori. So they were like, well, you can't talk to Lori, but there happens to be a meeting upstairs with CHA, a committee meeting, and I was like, you'll be able to talk to somebody up there. So I'm like, all right. So I go up there and I see a whole bunch of black people, mind you, not knowing that now fast forward to CHA. So everybody coming up here to complain about how fucked up CHA is, right? So this happens to be the CHA meeting. So get in there. I see Mr. Blakemore, but I don't know who he is. Yeah, so he in there yelling and screaming, but I don't know him. So I'm like, okay, shit, this is where I need to be at. Everybody's fed up in this bitch. So I get a pink slip and I write down my stuff. You know, write down. I'm like, I need to talk. So they give my 3 minutes, but I'm not now. And I'm like, hey, my name is Zoe. I'm like, I came here. I said, I'm here because my mother's in the hospital. I said, today's my birthday. I was like, I need to talk to somebody. I said about this housing situation. I'm like, this city knocked down my family's building. And I said, and my mother's in the hospital. I said, I put everybody's name out there. Dick Gregory, Killer Mike, Like, I'm all that. I said, I just need to sit and talk to somebody about this. I said, because I don't want to lose my mother to whatever this shit is, right? So she comes over, Maria Hadden. Do you have any information? Can you give your information? I want to look into this. I said, all right, give her my information.
Mm-hmm.
Then this girl that I know for Black Lives Matter, can't think of her name right now, Alicia also said there's a gay girl, a new gay girl, because remember, she's the first queer woman of color on this, right? She even said, have you reached out to it? And she sent me her, right? She said, you reached out to her about what's going on in Chicago. And I was like, well, yeah, I gave her my information. I was like, she never got back. So she was like, send her an email. I sent her an email. I still have not heard nothing back.
Still haven't heard nothing back.
Now, mind you, this 2023 January, before any of this, before I got it, like, I was still living in land. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Wait. You said you still haven't heard back from her since, like, fast forward today?
Yeah, she's never, I got to sit down, ain't got nothing.
Oh my God.
All I see is them stupid ass faces facial expressions when I talk. Bitch, I will get, and
oh my God.
And I will read this email that you have never gotten back to.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even go in on you because I know that you are a useless gay bum. Like, I know you are. But what you did the other day is like, you just really just need to get, like, honestly, like, you lucky, like, honestly, you didn't get your ass beat. Like
Yeah.
real talk. You lucky you didn't get your ass beat because how dare you? How fucking dare you? Take that weird ass symbolism, progressive weird ass shit on to wherever the fuck, Columbus, Ohio. Take that shit there.
To Columbus.
Go get, try to do Juneteenth in Columbus, Juneteenth and Pride in Columbus. Push it there.
Do it there. On top of how you sold Chicago out, how you've been voting, the things that the detriment to our communities and stuff. So you not only have you did that, then you going to lump in the what you just did. This Wednesday. Yup.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, she don't deserve to be nowhere in that chambers.
No, she don't.
She don't deserve to be nowhere in that ward. That ward is getting worse and worse and worse since she's been in there.
Every ward that these people are in. Yeah.
They progressively don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Some progressively don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't. They're progressively destroying our city and communities.
Yeah.
They're progressively destroying America. They thought they was going to progressively bust in and progressively take over America and destroy our communities. That's what they progressively thought.
Yeah, and they're about to progressively go to prison.
Yeah, and they progressively did get an eye opener when Trump progressively whooped Kamala, mopped the floor with Kamala. Aggressively and progressively. So, yeah.
Yeah. They in there like it's real, like you like I said, like you can't argue with me because you ain't down there.
Yeah, they killed me. I got one lady on my Facebook always talking about when you talk about illegals, both parties ain't this. And both parties, the party taking away our civil rights, DEI. I said, lady, everything you complain about, you talk about the Democratic Party. Because they don't believe in the Constitution. So you behind the scenes talking because you ain't coming down. Well, nobody come down there and talk and see for themselves. I said, because you know why? Because if you did come down there and see for yourself, you'll be like the high-powered citizens when they came down there and saw for themselves. Now they sit up there steady hitting us back up. Hey, could you give us a little, hey, we got this, because you see. So that's why you can't argue with those type of people because they killed me. They always got something to say. Where's this and that? Well, if it is this and that, why you ain't did nothing to help it? Why you haven't did nothing to fix it? Why you haven't did nothing to advocate against it? If you know everything, what the problem is.
Right.
Clearly, because you down here, you commenting, telling me what the problem is. So why, since you knew what the problem is, why you not doing nothing about it? But yet still trying to tell me about how I'm doing what I'm doing.
I remember she told me, this was like maybe the third week of going in there and, they're trying to fill me out, trying to see, how they can get me away from Miss Jessica and George. You know what I'm saying? And I remember her saying that Miss Jessica was mean. And I remember telling Miss Jessica that. I said, well, they say the reason why you're not getting any help is because you mean, Miss Jessica. That's what Maria Hadden said. How the fuck does that sound? So she ain't getting no help because she's mean? Nigga, what the fuck? Why don't you help her? The fuck?
I'm gonna get your constitutional right because you mean.
I'm mad. There's a difference between mean and mad.
Right.
I'm coming down here. I've retired. I'm coming down here with all my paperwork because clearly I don't give a fuck about paperwork. You part of the housing and real estate too. You on the board. You sit on the committee. Squatter Hadden. But all you got is she mean. So what about Michael Young Bay? What was he?
Right.
What was Nicole?
Right.
What was his daughter? Venus was mean too?
Right.
Like, you can't, like, I'm trying to
Right.
figure it out.
No, they just a piece of POSs, and they don't care.
Yeah.
These are demons we're dealing with. Y'all, demons. That's
So,
what it is.
yeah. They say Maria's running her office like a high school clique. They all run it. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is some, like, yeah, they don't get, they think they like the cool kids. These niggas is the cool rejects. These are the lambs of the, like, y'all going down in history as we failed the rip to the progressive movement. 1999 to it really 1999 to 2024. You know, we just gotta get these, but it's really, yeah, it's done. Like,
they going down in history.
Rest in peace to the progressive. The fall of the progressive movement started in Chicago, Illinois, in 2023.
Yup.
As soon as Brandon Johnson took his oath,
the fall of the Democratic Party,
and said, "I promise to you, yes, I swear to God, I ain't gonna help no nigga. I ain't gonna help no nigga. All about the Hispanics, all about the immigrants, all about CTU. Yes, 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 yes. All about the pastors. Yes, 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 yes. I got a black wife, 3 black kids. Yes. DuSable. Yes, 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 yes. I hated the first black man who did this was Haitian. Yes, yes, yes. White supremacy all the way. Anything that any white man that says anything I disagree with, white supremacy. Yes, 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 yes. And went in there and did it.
Yep, and went in there and did it. Yup, went in there and did everything he did. Yup. But look, sworn, put on his hand and sworn to do. He doing it.
Doing it.
Yep.
Now, everybody, now he got like a 3% merit, because that shit not 6% no more. That nigga, that shit like -2. They just don't want to put it back out here, but that shit like -2.
It's like -2 now.
Yeah,
they
just
just
like -2.
Yeah, they just trying to.
It's borderline impeachment. Can we impeach that nigga?
The fake news. The fake news is trying to cover it up. Cause could you imagine if Trump had a approval rating like this, what they'd be trying to do? Could you imagine that? So, so they can't say nothing.
Nothing.
This man got a negative, and he should know because he's a teacher, so he should know what negative means. He should know what percentage rating means.
It says Mama Maria created a safe space in Rogers Park for society's rejects.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you, these people are weird. These niggas, they I don't know, man. Like, we need to start taking sage down there. We need to start saging our bodies before we walk into them chambers, and we need to be saging them when we're coming out. We really need to come in there wearing a lot of plastic. I don't know why we be sitting on that shit. That shit's got the deep, man. We gotta figure it out. All right, but yeah, that's my last words when it comes to her is, you are trifling. You are a reject. You are the fact that you also need to stop saying that you're black, because you're not. Because if you were black, you wouldn't even done that shit. And you don't identify as black. You identify as intersex or LGBTQ or whatever. Yeah, you identify everything but black. And you really need to get. Well, I mean, it really doesn't matter if you're in a Do Nothing Black caucus, because if they put you in a Do Nothing Black caucus and you're still in a Do Nothing Black caucus when a Do Nothing Black caucus didn't even stand with you when you first was trying to put it in there without the pride, then this is what we're dealing with. So I hope, I don't know, Award 49, we would love to come out there and help y'all. If y'all host us at a spot, Chicago Fist Red. So yeah, and if you got some candidates that want to run against her, independent, Republican base, no progressives. We want no progressives. Nah, we want to progressively vote this bitch out. And that's just it. That's what I gotta say. Anybody else?
Yeah, please, you all make sure, like Zoe said, if you got any candidates that's going to run, Republican, no Democrats. We're not, no. And if they want to run, and we got to make sure we get these people up out of here, because these people don't care anything about us. Michael Youngbe just told you that his wife, listen to what he said. His wife, his kid came up there and they didn't do anything. She didn't do anything. Brandon Johnson didn't do anything. The Democratic Party didn't do anything. They were about, that's who you see right now. And we shouldn't even have to tell y'all this. You see it right here with your own acts, who they are fighting for. They got illegals out in the street protesting. They go into detentions, the ICE detentions, trying to let illegal criminals loose. So we shouldn't have to even talk about this. You all should be seeing this with your own eyes. They don't care about us. We are not a priority to them. These people are anti-American. The whole Democratic Party is anti-America, and it's over for them. Anti-Americans, these people hate Americans. Their agenda is, you got to look at whoever they put in. They can't go against the policies. Whatever the policies are of the party, that's what they're beholden to. So that's why we keep saying policies over politics. These are who these people are. Look at the policies, and it's going to tell you exactly who these people are. That's all I got to say.
All I got to say is, I'll be damned if they're going to keep lumping us in with everybody else. Because
that's right.
We got our own heritage, our own inheritance that gets erased when you lump everybody in. So people can be pride, people can be Italian Americans, they can be whatever they want, but nobody else, like he said, nobody else heritage has to share the day with someone. Everybody get everything they need. They get parades. They tried to show the parades that they were doing in Chicago. No, I want a State Street parade down the middle of downtown for Juneteenth, like y'all do for everybody else heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Not
that's
different ones all over the city. I don't like that. I don't like that we get pushed to the back for everybody all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. I just want to stop erasing us. That's what I got to say.
Mm-hmm. And we allow it. So we got to stand up, y'all. That's why it's so important that we go into this Freedmen homecoming July the 3rd through the 6th. It's very important because we're not allowing them to lump anybody else in with us like they're trying to do with this 14th Amendment with these illegal aliens. This is what your Democrat Party do. So we're going down there July the 3rd through the 6th, and we are standing and we're having a rally. Washington, D.C., to let the Supreme Court know the original intent of the 14th Amendment was for the freedmen, for the descendants of the enslaved. That was the original intent. It had nothing to do with illegals. Do not lump them in with us. Do not change the intent of that 14th Amendment. We stand with our president, President Trump, because he's fighting. He's the one saying no. Don't lump them in with no illegals in with the descendants of the enslaved. That's for them, and that's only who it's going to be for. But the Democrat Party want to do that, and now we're fighting that no, you would not lump us in or put illegals in on our plight. So we're going down there. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have rallies, panels, music, things like that, tailgating. So we just go down there and let the Supreme Court know that our presence is we're here and we're watching. And no, do not do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you gotta and that supposedly there's gonna have another No Kings protest down there at that time. And my thing is, I'm ready. I'm ready for your asses to come to Lafayette Park when I'm doing my Freedmen homecoming. If you come over there,
yeah, could you imagine if all the freedmen? Could you imagine if all the freedmen showed up and stood up? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine how powerful that would be? Could you imagine?
Because my thing is, if y'all march for this, but y'all don't come out and march for what we're trying to do, what we're doing, is I know we're trying what we're doing because it's gonna be done anyway. It's just like, again, if you prove, that's why motherfuckers like her could do that crazy ass shit. Try that shit. Say that shit with confidence. She was too like
cocky with it.
Yeah, like this it right here. They gonna fuck with this. What?
So I'm the only person in my like close family like bubble that's not lesbian, right? I've literally talked to every black lesbian lady that I know. They was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
No one agrees that Pride and Juneteenth should be recognized together as one thing as a recognition day. No one agrees.
But your Jim Crow Biden did. That's why he put it in with LGBT month. Jim Crow Biden knew exactly what he was doing. That's why to be honest, y'all, I don't even. That's why when he first did that, I didn't celebrate that garbage. I didn't even do it because you gonna. First of all, you gonna give us that day, but then you gonna put it in with Pride Month, and you knew all them Democrats was gonna do was lump that in together. That's what they do. So that was an insult right there.
Well, he had no choice because he was experimenting with everybody to see how this socialism shit would work by using that COVID.
Yes. Yeah, he was experimenting.
Yeah, so
See,
he had to throw something. So he threw a little Juneteenth situation over here.
Sort like that reparation study.
Yeah. He threw a little federal holiday.
Yeah, so yeah, I understand. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see where you're going.
Yeah, while he was killing niggas.
Right. Right.
Killing niggas and telling niggas, killing niggas and giving niggas ultimatum that if you don't take this shot, you get killed.
You're black.
Yeah.
When the Democratic Party starts saying you gotta do this so you black, they piss me off. I hate pandering to black. Can we just be American? Can you just do this just because it's right?
Right.
Why it gotta be just because, oh, you gotta do this if you want to be black? No. Or like, oh, Beyonce's here and Megan Thee Stallion. What does this have to do with the free? Like,
like you said, the identity politics.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
They don't know. Oh wait. Oh yeah, Dr. Long here. Hey. Oh, Dr. Long is having we're gonna get some volunteers out for Dr. Long. If you guys didn't see when you interviewed Dr. Long last week. Very good, very entertaining. It was good. She got some good stuff. She needs volunteers to walk and hand out flyers next week. She's doing Wednesday from 1 to sunset, and then Friday early a.m. to rush hour. So all hands on deck. So we will. I'm not there. I will definitely be up out there with you, Dr. Long. But when I come back, I'm there. But we definitely gonna get you some people out there. Definitely gonna get at least somebody from our group out there to help. And that's that. And the other volunteers, y'all need to help. This is what we gotta do. Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta move.
Yeah.
That's how this works. Okay, it's all hands on deck. All right, but anyway, so this shit right here, there's no King's protest. First of all, a lot of this stuff on here they can't spell, but it doesn't matter because they don't even know why they're protesting. So it's going to be the 4th of July where we're claiming America's promise.
What?
Freedom for all, justice for all, no kings.
Freedom for all means people who broke the law coming over here. Freedom for all. Justice for all. Look at this garbage. People who haven't paid a dime into the system, people who hate America, these are freedom for all. Wow.
Freedom for all. No kings. What started as a local protest is now a nationwide movement.
No, it's not.
This isn't.
We're starting as a
about,
paid protest, which is still a paid protest. Stop it.
It says, who is invited? Everyone who believes in liberty, true liberty, not just the brand sold during election season. That's how they spell season. It's crazy. This is for the silence, the forgotten, the rising generation. This is for you.
The rising generation. Ain't that son of kids? They trying to go after the kids. Indoctrinate your kids. Tell you that hate America. March with us so we can take over your communities, take over your houses, take over your land.
They said we are not backing down. We are not celebrating freedom while people are still in cages. We are not pledging allegiance to leaders who want to.
We are.
Not sproof. We are not staying quiet when justice is on the line. Win all day, July 4th. Your city, your streets. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, come to Lafayette Park. Come to Lafayette Park, July 4th. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you. Ain't nobody playing with y'all.
No.
And we should have no issue getting our permits.
So on every holiday.
Because y'all, I don't even know if y'all are getting permits. I don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah. So every holiday in America holiday, they just gonna keep doing this chaos stuff.
Until he gets out. This is what they do though. This is their thing. They have to continue to create this white supremacy narrative when it comes to a white man getting in office as a Republican.
Yeah, this is what they do. This is what the Democrat Party playbook. Y'all didn't see this in 2016. It's the same playbook. This is all they have.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's a website. You gotta go to register. Yeah, go and just let us know because we want to get a head count of who coming. So yeah, it's info@chicagoflipsred.com.
Yes. They say, is there the Chicago Flip Red t-shirts on Amazon run by me? No, they're not. You gotta go to uncomfortabletruethlifestyle.com. They making so much money off of Chicago Flips Red. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Once we get our money and shit, and I got time, then I'll go time to I can't sue everybody because it's just too many people. So I'm waiting on these 5 lawsuits to drop. Five drop over here. That's why I got to go down here to fight for these people. I ain't got time. But no. So yeah, that's our last words. All right. We've been on here for 2 hours and 32 minutes. I've been trying to say like, oh, we're gonna do an hour. But you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
All right. I know. All right, y'all. Love y'all. That's all I want to say. Love y'all.
Lynetta, we love you, baby.
Thank you, Lynetta.
You know I love you, baby. All right.
Bye.
See
Bye.
See y'all in a month or so when I get back to America.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye.